Greetings and salutations, I'm the Raven, and this is No Happy Ending. Looking around Tumblr as I do, stalking the place because I absolutely refuse to get one myself, so I'm just stalking randomly. I see someone's a little upset about the Mass Effect 3 endings in that they didn't get the happy ending, calling it bullshit because they just didn't get it. And I'm calling poppycock on that. For one simple reason. Mass Effect, all through the stories, is basically a story of a war. And when you involve a war in the story, there is no happy ending to be had. Because people die, sacrifices are made, and no matter what, if you're there at the forefront of it, you're not coming out untouched. Let's put it this way. In the opening of Mass Effect 1, you lose a squaddy, pretty much straight off. Pretty much as you do in all the first games of any BioWare game. Knights of the Old Republic, Dragon Age, Mass Effect 1 at least, it all happens. You got a squaddy with you, and they snuff it. This sets the tone. And with Mass Effect 2, further on into Mass Effect 1, you may end up losing another 2 squaddies. It may be just limited to 1, because ultimately you were not given the choice to be able to say 2, but still, unless you're not utterly hard as git, who genuinely has no regard for life in terms of things, that Shepard is going to be feeling every loss, every defeat, every soldier lost, every battle that has not gone their way. And we add to that furthermore in the beginning of Mass Effect 2, Shepard dies. And there's no way you'll come back through that untouched. And let us go through the heartbreaking events of Mass Effect 3, shall we? You have the chance to lose so many companions along the way, current or former. You can lose Grunt, you can lose Miranda, and for those who are generally not happy about it, Thane is doomed anyway. But all the while, Shepard is having the dreams throughout the game where you're chasing after this kid you saw die over the first 15 minutes of the game. The tone was set in the opening, where the Reapers have come to Earth, they're annihilating the place. There is no happy ending to be had here. You have seen at least 2 worlds fall to the Reapers. Who knows how many friends lost? How many old companions and crew have been claimed by the Reapers of Cerberus? There is no happy ending to be had by this, because this is war. War is hell. There is only the good ending or the bad ending. And in the end, the bad ending is when you lose. You don't make any of the choices. You just die and the Reapers win. You choose one of the 3 ending options. You win. You got a good ending. Not a happy ending, but let's put it this way. With Shepard's death at the end, Shepard is secured a position as a legend, someone to be remembered. Let's put it this way. I am not there for happy ending's sake. But sometimes, just as the way a story goes, it just doesn't fit. For all the prices paid and costs that come out of your companions and yourself, who, they say just Mass Effect 1. That surely says to you, there's no happy ending at the end of this. There is just duty. I will put together a few more examples. I did a book review on Bone Shaker by Cherie Priest. And I'll put this, there's no happy ending to that. I won't call it a bad ending, a good ending. It just ends. Both characters saw the horrific events that followed what happened to their home, about the people they met along the way who have been even rendered half-dead potatoes due to drug abuse or exposure to gas which basically turned people to cannibalistic zombies. The kid goes into the old gas-infected home to find answers about his father. He gets his answers, and generally they are not good answers to be had. The mother who goes after him, who gives him his answers, yeah, it may relieve some guilt his feeling, it may get some weight of the world off her shoulders to finally reveal the truth, but still, happy ending? No. No happy ending to be had there. And of course, for the other book we reviewed, Malice Darkblade, The Chronicles of, I will put this one way. At the end of each chapter, more and more, Malice Darkblade has been screwed over. In the opening of book 1, he is possessed by a demon. And along the way, through each of the 5 books, he claims a prize from an adversary. But ultimately, he's losing more and more, because the demon in him is claiming more and more of his soul, until the very end, when basically the demon says, "Thank you for doing the work, your soul's now mine," and buggers off, free, just leaving him behind with a soulless husk. Which leads on to book 2 in the comic series, but not in the book series. And even then, Malice Darkblade is screwed over in that, because while he has reclaimed his soul, he is stuck with the demon again, because he's screwed with the wrong god, who in his petty rage fused the demon prince back into him. I do not believe in a happy ending for happy ending's sake. The story has to have an appropriate ending. And if we're talking about a story of sacrifice, pain, suffering, the best thing you can get is a good ending, where they start on the path of recovery. We're talking stuff like Dragon Age 2, Mass Effect series. There's no happy ending to be had there. There's duty and a price to be paid. I am not going to be screaming for a happy ending for any of these stories, because they just will not fit. Anything more is just crying out for self-entitlement, whereas I want my character to have the happy ending, where I went through all this, I came out for the better. And I'm thinking this, no. A Dragon Age Origins, you basically end the game either your warden has performed the dark ritual and slain the Archfiend, but still that means you have 30 years or less left of your life. You have become condemned to death in the name of duty. And in the end of Dragon Age 2, you stand on the edge of chains, having played your part in it, where the final straw has been broken in terms of Thedas, for its Chantry made problems. People may call it the Chantry Templar problem, but it's not. The Templars are just another symptom. The cause is the Chantry, playing on people's fears. But still, will we have a happy ending with that? I don't see one coming. I have not actually checked out any of the trailers for Dragon Age 3. I've just seen Tumblr animated GIFs, images, all that lot, and I get the feeling that it is probably going to be aligned to another Mass Effect 3, where there is a lot of sacrifice and prices to be paid for the end victory that will decide the fate of Thedas. Sure, yes, this is my rambling nonsense about generally why I just do not agree with certain stories having a happy ending. For a story to have a suitable ending, it must match the tone. So yes, disagree, agree, it's all opinions in the end. Peace out, people.